right, we about to get on the highway. 3, 2, go. Terrible launch. Woo! That was slow. Whatever. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Give a Shift. I have not done one of these in quite a little while. It's been like 3 or 4 weeks now. I've kind of been slacking. I apologize, but this is the weekly show where we kind of talk about what's been going on in the auto industry, whether it's business news, whether it's new cars coming out, new announcements, leaks, whatever it is. Here is where we talk about it every Monday. So I'm gonna try to get back into doing these again. Let me change this. So I'm gonna try to get back into doing these again. I feel like I haven't really done one in quite some time. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this little show here. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I saw we have a couple new subscribers here. It's still a small channel, but trying to grow it, you know, share the video, do some things. Anyway, let's get into the subject today. So, shorter show, first show back, so not a whole lot going on. I'm currently actually on my way down to Chicago to hang out with a couple friends down there. If you guys remember Colin and Corey from the auto show vlog a little while ago, we're going down there hanging out for the weekend. Hopefully there'll be some reviews and things coming out from there. Probably gonna drive, hopefully gonna drive Colin's WRX down there, and going to Supercar Saturday tomorrow. Gonna have a whole lot of fun. So be on the lookout for some of those videos coming later this week, probably Wednesday and Friday is the plan. Anyway, let's get into the show. So first off, we're talking about Nismo. So if you guys don't know, Nismo is Nissan's kind of in-house tuning arm, kind of like what AMG is to Mercedes. So Nismo has kind of been playing in the background here for a couple of years, and Nissan hasn't really done a whole lot with them. You know, I feel like they have a whole lot of untapped potential. They do a lot of stuff with the racing teams, but nothing with the road cars. But up until now, they are now starting a road car division. They have opened a road car division for Nismo, and they plan to, within the next 10 years or so, produce and sell up to 100,000 models a year. To put that in perspective for you, last year they sold 15,000 Nismo models. Now, as of right now, what they have in the United States is they just came out with the Sentra, the Nismo Sentra, the 370Z Nismo, and they have the GTR Nismo. They also have the Juke Nismo. I personally love that car. I think it actually drives super well for what it is. I love the seats, they're very nice. Oh my goodness. Yay, traffic. Rush hour. So yeah, Nismo hasn't really made all too many models. They only sold about 15,000 models last year. And that's not a whole lot, but they do want to expand. They already have a couple showrooms. They actually have showrooms in Japan, just specifically Nismo ones, which is kind of cool. So they've kind of talked about possibly expanding that into other markets, and just having Nismo only showrooms, kind of like they have like Nissan showrooms. Maybe it'll just be like an addition or completely separate, who knows, we'll see. But I think that's really cool. They also kind of hinted at doing a little Raptor fighter, kind of a Raptor rival here. So they just came out with their Nissan Titan, their new one. Big selling piece on that, it's got a 5-liter V8 Cummins turbo diesel, which is kind of cool. So possibly in the near future we might have another an actual Raptor rival, a true production truck. I know there's a Ram Rebel, but nothing's actually been produced yet. So Ford is kind of cornering that market, so hopefully some other car companies, you know, come out with some other competitors for that truck. So yeah, that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, that's some cool stuff coming out of Japan. Hopefully Nissan really takes this by the handles and really does something with the Nismo. I've always been a really big Nissan fanboy, to be honest. I loved all their things they did in the 90s. I mean, they were legendary back then, and even into the early 2000s. I mean, now the GTR is out. It's very old now, to be honest. They really need to update that thing. They even just were saying that the Z isn't even a priority, whereas even when the 370Z, sorry, has been out for quite some time, which is kind of like unfortunate, to be honest. I've always liked the Zs, and the fact that they're not really doing anything with it kind of makes me sad. But hopefully with this new production kind of in-house tuning, Nismo ramping up all these things, hopefully they'll do some more things with that. So yeah, cool stuff coming out of Japan. Next, we're moving over to Italy, and we're talking about Ferrari. So a little while ago, Ferrari was in the news for some, you know, terrible things that Ferrari's always in the news for, scandals and such, setting the odometers back to 0, just some terrible things. But this time we're talking about some cool stuff. So CEO and overlooker of Ferrari, Sergio Marchionne, has said this past week that there will always be a naturally aspirated V12 engine in a Ferrari. They will always offer this. They will never turbocharge a V12, which is kind of awesome. You know, I mean, they will have some sort of electrification in the form of like a hybrid system, kind of like the LaFerrari has. I am going to go out there and say that the car that replaces the 812 Superfast, the one that just replaced the F12, will have some sort of electrification. So that's coming. The hybrids are now. It is the future. It is coming. And it starts at the top. It starts in tiny little economy cars, and it starts in the very expensive hypercars. And then slowly but surely it's going to trickle into everything. The next GTI, Volkswagen's already said it's going to have a small hybrid system. I personally absolutely hate that, but it's whatever. It's the future, I guess. You can't really do anything about it. But yeah, kind of cool stuff. Ferrari will always have a naturally aspirated V12, which is really interesting, to be honest. It really is. Other things from Ferrari, they also have not just been talking about their V12s, but their V8 mid-engine supercar, which now has twin turbos, the 488 GTB. Their hot version, the limited edition version, the track version, they had the 458 Speciale. They've had the 430 Scuderia, the 360 Maranello, things like that. I feel like that one is wrong. 360 Challenge? I don't know. Whatever it is. Their hot version for the 488 is going to be called the GTO. It is going to have the GTO name. Now, the last Ferrari to sport a GTO name was the 599 GTO. Now, if you guys don't know, the GTO name for a Ferrari is very, very significant. It's very sought after, and it's really important. You know, they've started testing these cars. A couple little models have been spied, and you know, this thing is going to be, it's going to be legendary. I already know it. I mean, everybody that has driven the 488 has already said this thing's amazing, and with some more aero, probably more horsepower. I think the thing's already in the 600s. I want to say it's like 640, 650. Probably looking at 700 horsepower, more aero. Like I said, it's going to be fast. I mean, we all know Ferrari knows what to do, how to make a car fast. And with these twin turbos, this thing's going to be wicked fast. So I'm pretty excited for that car. So yeah, they're going to use the GTO name. Ferrari's keeping their V12 supercars. They're keeping the V12 naturally aspirated, which is kind of dope. Last thing from Ferrari, kind of cool. Speaking of their V12s, the V12 market for Ferrari has actually exploded in the first quarter of 2017. It's gone up by like, I want to say it was like $70 million, which was absolutely crazy. And the mid-engine V8s are just kind of wallowed out. I mean, that could be because they unveiled the 812 Superfast, still the dumbest name ever, but whatever. So there's a new car out, so I don't know, it's kind of cool. Ferrari's doing well. I mean, they're still Ferrari, they're still playing their weird games, like you can't buy this car unless you have this. Well, it's just stupid, but I mean, Ferrari is Ferrari. They're a clothing company that sells cars, that is world-renowned. They make fantastic cars. I mean, they're great, you know? They always will be around, and will be just, they'll always make cool cars. So, yeah, I think that is it for the day. I know, like I said, it is a shorter show. It is the first one back, only 2 points. But I do also want to start keeping these more around 10 to 12 minutes, and I know we're getting right around there. So yeah, guys, I hope you like the show here. Like I said, it'll be a weekly show. It comes out every Monday. Like I said, talking about industry stuff, news, leaks, everything. So, hope you guys like the show. Check out more things. Last week I did a review of a Mini Cooper. Definitely go check that out. It was super fun. Absolutely loved it. First supercharged Mini I've ever driven, so it was dope. Look out for more videos coming out this week. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. See you guys later. My name's Thomas, and I'm always going to hit this wood chipper here. All right, guys. Peace.